Shalom, shalom. Barak Dihawa, Bahashem, Yahshai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom. Woman is not a mixed sex category. Parents who refuse children gender change face 7 years in jail in Scotland. 7 years jail. 7 years in jail in Scotland. Parents who refuse children gender change face 7 years in jail in Scotland. Okay, they're coming hard, with this flip-flop program which they've been pushing heavily for the last few years, but they're going to go quite heavy. If you look at it, for example, it's the way the gun culture is in America and around the world. If you look at it, where guns are distributed or purchased freely, where you can have open carry, stand your ground laws, all that kind of thing, majority of those areas are Jake populated. Example, Florida, Miami, full of northern and southern kingdom. Atlanta, you can blow each other away, you can carry straps full of Jakes. And the Lord allowed that because it's full of sodomites as well. Okay, Esau, for example, the way he targets certain areas to push drugs, crime, guns, all that kind of thing. So Jake can be deleted because Esau knows, pursuant to 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9, Esau is the end of the world. They know Jacob is coming. Jacob is ruling. Right? Now, Scotland was a stronghold of one of the southern kingdom, okay, of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, one of their strongholds. Okay? Before the Edomites started to rule. Several 600 years ago. Okay, and now that's why that's why they're pushing all this gender flip flop thing in Scotland. That's not one of the reasons, but that's definitely partially it. And plus, they're pushing it all over. I mean, look what the Lord did to Sodom and Gomorrah, blew it off the map. Okay, blew it off the map, destroyed every single body. All right, except Lot and his daughters. Lot and his family. All right. Now, what do you think the Lord's going to do? Right. What do you think Yahweh Hashem Yashar is going to do to the rest of the world where this is being pushed, especially America? America is going to be blown off the map. Okay. Israel, where the Ish people are, the Amalekites, they're going to be blown off the map. They're proclaiming to be the people of the Lord, but they got the biggest homo parade in Pink City, Tel Aviv. But what's Leviticus 20:13 say? Yeah, you're supposed to. What did Buju say? Buju Banton, quoting the Bible in Patois, Mumbai Bai. Bati boy fi ded. Bati boy fi dead. But now, they took that man off the situation as well. He's not even really in the forefront anymore like he used to be. I couldn't even find Mumbai Bai anymore, the track, online. I think they even took it off his original albums. So they're really going heavy in pushing the depopulation of the world, all this semen retention shit, and all this semen retention stuff, right? There's times in the Bible where you got to retain your seed for high holy days, war, things like that. But, the Lord never said, to hold your nut in for years and years and years so you can have a, better clarity in your mind. You're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. That's just another ploy used by the devil for depopulation. And also, this is another angle to destroy the world, to make it abnormal in every single way. All right. Marion Calder, a director for Women's Scotland, said the group had grave concerns that the plans will criminalize loving parents. Parents who refuse to allow their children to change gender would face up to 7 years in jail under SNP plans to ban conversion therapy. Proposals published on Tuesday state that actions designed to change or suppress another individual's gender identity, causing them physical or psychological harm, would become illegal under the radical law. And just 40 years ago, right? 40 odd years ago, being a homo, man wearing a dress, a woman wearing men's clothes, and, cutting her hair short and, all that kind of thing was deemed a sickness. Okay, being a homo was a sickness. Now it's an alternative lifestyle. So in literally 4 generations, no, sorry, 20, 2 generations, The decade generation is 20 years, right? 2 generations, they made it from a sickness to an alternative lifestyle. SNP is Scottish National Party, I believe. Ministers acknowledged that the so-called conversion practices often took place in a family setting, raising the prospect that parents could be criminalized if they refused to go along with their child's declaration that they are T gender. See, so you don't own your children. That your children are not even yours. All right. So any Jakes out there, I don't care about the heathen. Any Jakes out there, right? Esau's telling you that your nut belongs to them, right? If you want to put it in layman's terms, you know, your woman belongs to them. Your children belong to them. Forget the woman. Ultimately, they're saying that your children belong to them. Their children are not yours. And they made a song about that, didn't they? Stopping someone from dressing in a way that reflects their sexual orientation or gender identity was put forward as an example of an action that would become illegal, even if a parent believed that they were acting in a child's best interest. So basically, if a child wants to be a homo or a momo, whatever you want to call it, is fine. All right. Now, 40 years ago, they would have put him in an insane asylum. Okay. The same way if someone was a dope fiend, they put him in some kind of program, 12-step program, or some kind of place where they can sort of wean themselves off the drugs. Okay. They had an equivalent of that for people that were want to be flip flops or momos. Yeah. But now, even if you act in the child's best interest, say, no, don't put on that. You know, you're a man. Don't wear high heels. You know, an equivalent would be, oh, no son or no daughter, don't do drugs. If we're acting they're using that as an example. If you act in your child's best interest, that's illegal. So basically, we have children and we can't rear our own children. Then don't the scriptures say, raise a child? Okay. Actually, let me get the scripture up. Raise a child, and he shall. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in a way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's Proverbs 22:6. So King Solomon said, you train up the child the right way. But pursuant to Esau, you can't even train up your own children the right way. You're supposed to let them be and become the crazy gremlins that they're being raised to be. And that's all nations, including our own people, Israel, because even our people have gone past the wicked, surpassed their wickedness. And they're having mixed gender sports lessons as well. How are you supposed to wrestle with a girl? Okay, from a man's point of view, if you're 15, 16 years old and you're a young 15, 16-year-old lad, of course you want to wrestle with a nice, pretty 15-year-old, 16-year-old chick. That's cool. But in reality and in a sports sense and in terms of building strength and agility, all right, a man is supposed to wrestle against a man, you know? And women, see, this is just blurring the lines of everything, man. We have grave concerns that these plans will criminalize loving parents who could face years in jail simply for refusing to sign up to the gender ideology cult. Marion Calder, a director at the Campaign Group for Women Scotland, said. She's part of the agenda, this wench over here, this bitch. Emma Roddick said attempts to change or suppress a person's gender identity were damaging and destructive violations of human rights. Okay, so she's probably a dyke herself, you know. And it's funny that this sort of situation gets 342 thumbs up. And you know, all these thumbs up are fake. Okay, because a lot of the majority of the people are not agreeing to this lifestyle. All right. If you've been reading comments, if you read the comments on here, the 495 comments, they do not correlate to those thumbs up. This is bullshit. All right, let's go to some scriptures. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people are mourning. You know, people want their sons to be sons, their daughters to be daughters. People want a living wage. They want healthy food. They want a roof over their head and warmth for the winter and cool for the summer. You know, people want that. That's why they're mourning. You know, but it's the evil people that are ruling right now. The Edomites, the so-called white man. Hence the reason why the whole world is mourning. Okay. You even got Amalekite, not Amalekite. You even got Moabites holding up placards saying, you know, ban all so-called white people uh, until we know what's going on. Yeah, ban all so-called white people until we know what's going on. Everyone's hating the so-called white man and the heathens, but especially the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites, and especially their women. You know, parents want to have healthy children, have grandchildren. You know, raise their children in the ideology, you know, if it's got righteousness attached to it, the way they were raised. But they can't even do that, you know? That's why the Lord is returning very, very soon, because this place has gone beyond Sodom and Gomorrah and it's going to be destroyed, man. All right? People are mourning left, right, and center, man. The whole world is up in arms, doing marches and staging events and, you know, and look within the first week how many things have happened spiritually, physically, and as well, you know. Just a quick one. This is just ridiculous, straight up. It makes you sick to your stomach with the shit Esau pushes, you know. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Mawathabat Babal, Kwam Yashua. Shalom.